counting down toward the kickoff here at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And off we go from the link. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
At the 28-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to run here with Barkley, and that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next 3rd down situation?
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off he goes. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And he'll bring this to about the 25. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
It's a gain of 12 then. First down, L.A.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Working out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a first down as well.
First down, Los Angeles.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll go with Williams, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1 second and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nolan Smith in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
It is 3rd and long. Now Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. To the air again, Stafford. That is caught, and he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-3 is our score, and we're back in Philly in a moment. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. Williams? No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Backed up to the 3, it's 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams are on top. It's now 10-7.
Eagles 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page, and results in a drop.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll get this out wide, and they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Throw on the run is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10.
Rams 10.
Finger red number
So
one.
following the
Finger
score,
red
here
number
comes
one.
Elliott to kick
Finger
this one
red
away.
number one. Finger red number one.
The
Finger red
return
number
starts
one.
from the
Finger
5.
red number one. Finger
And
red
he's
number
down
one.
at the
Finger red
23,
number
and
one.
that's where the offense
Finger
will
red
take
number
over.
one. Finger red number
Kyron
one.
Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Stafford now on 3rd down. A throw right side is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
To the air again, Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Elliott now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead.
Rams 10.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half, you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Finds Nakua on the slant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll go with the sneak, and it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough, and they convert on third down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's four-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
This one complete to Atwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Rams first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
To Tyler Higbee. First and goal, Rams.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Stafford. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanketed everywhere he looked. Gonna bring up a 4th down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are able to get it back within a score.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A short throw taken in by Goddard. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One final throw before the break. He gets that to Brown. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Los Angeles.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
It's another run here for Williams. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Stafford now on second down. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, L.A.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. It'll be a run out of the gun with
American Football Fire Mobile Phone Raising Hands. American Football Fire Mobile Phone Raising Hands.
And after that
American
negative run, I think
Football
this
Fire
changes the
Mobile
play
Phone
call now
Raising
on
Hands.
3rd down. So this
American
offensive
Football
line
Fire
has to be a
Mobile
lot
Phone
better on
Raising
1st and
Hands.
2nd down to
American
gain
Football
positive
Fire
yards.
Mobile
Stay
Phone
on track
Raising Hands.
because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
At the 8-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the goal line and in. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. Stafford brings the Rams to the line. They'll try to get 2.
The Rams will
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the 3rd quarter.
Fucking Madden.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
Over the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
19 yards. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Saquon Barkley.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. About 19 yards on that one, and they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown.
Heart red. Hands yellow, 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 heart
I
red.
typically
Hands
like to
yellow,
see the
heart
play
red.
action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a 3rd time and take their chances?
3rd and goal for Hurts. That one, take it in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Let go Eagles.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's to Atwell. He's got it. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A gain of 57 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action, Stafford. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles first down.
Good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
In trouble, and down he goes.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this.
And he's in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc.
On is
Thanks,
Elliott
Doc.
to add the extra point.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc.
The kick
It.
is good. And the Eagles will go up by 7.
Rams 28. Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following the
for
score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, it is Williams. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Los Angeles.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Stafford going right back to Nakua, complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 32 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Again, it's Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll go with Williams. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
16-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Cooper DeJean on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Atwell sent in motion here. To the goal line and in. Devontae Adams. Touchdown Rams. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter And now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead. On this drive, it starts with first down. Here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
14 yards. And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Hurts to the air on first down. That one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
First and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try to run here with Barkley, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6, or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
Face blue, white eyes. Face blue, white eyes.
An important kick
Face
coming
blue,
up.
white eyes.
This to
Face
take the
blue,
lead
white
here in
eyes.
the
Face
4th.
blue, white eyes.
And this
Face
one,
blue, white eyes. Face
down
blue,
the
white
middle.
eyes. Face blue,
It's
white
good.
eyes.
And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick
So
off.
they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Well, the return, here comes Corum, and they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Atwell sent in motion here. Play action now for Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down.
Tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
1st down, Stafford. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To the air again. Stafford. That is Josh Uche getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Third down and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Face fuchsia flower shape. Face fuchsia flower shape. Face fuchsia flower shape.
What's in store
Face
in the
fuchsia
remaining
flower
time?
shape. Face fuchsia flower shape. Face fuchsia flower
He'll
shape.
work his way across
Face
the
fuchsia
25-yard
flower
line.
shape. Face fuchsia
The
flower
Eagles
shape.
offense
Face
getting
fuchsia
their final
flower shape.
instructions before heading back
Face
onto the
fuchsia
field.
flower
This
shape.
game
Face
level
fuchsia
following
flower
the
shape.
made field goal.
Face fuchsia
They
flower
need to
shape.
put something together here.
Face fuchsia flower
It
shape.
begins with
Face
1st and 10.
fuchsia flower shape. Face fuchsia flower shape.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number one receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It is 2nd and a yard. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 33-yard attempt.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. This is 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. Now a first down throw for Stafford.
Stafford's pass complete to number 89, Tyler Higbee. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He'll get this to Kyron Williams. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.